John Nakuta says effective self-regulation is thus far the best system for promoting high standards in the media. Self-regulation is also supported by the African Commission on Human and People's Rights in its Declaration of Principles on Freedom of Expression in Africa, as adopted in October 2002 in Gambia.
It is potentially unconstitutional and flawed, and I would join forces with those ones that are calling upon, especially Minister Chekeretoya, the Minister of Information, to abandon this archaic, obsolete idea of wanting to regulate what people consume.
Similarly, the Ombudsman condemned the government's idea to establish a single telecom gateway in Namibia. Such a plan is in stark contrast with the Harambee goal and outcome number 1, which Nakuta highlights is aimed at retaining Namibia's position as Africa's freest media, as measured by Reporters Without Borders. It is against this background that Nakuta threw his weight behind those who are calling on the government to discard the idea. Nakuta plans to engage all relevant stakeholders to convince the government to drop the single telecom gateway notion.
But any limitation should not take away the essential content of the right. And so obviously in our Namibian constitutional framework. But of course, as I said, we need to look at ways and means so as to see how best to go about allowing people to express themselves in a manner that is consistent with constitutional principles and democracy and human rights.
Nakuta further urged the media practitioners to always uphold the high standards laid out in their self-regularly code of ethics and conduct, and also to commit to the African Commission's principles on media self-regulations. Daniel Nadunya, NBC News, Windhoek.